we're in Linden and we're on another trail again. Foot down Friday means going away, going not the same at home, that's for sure. I'm loading food supplements. Makes a change, doesn't it? So, just a load of food supplements. Got to be at 45, so they're not, you know, super cold. Just about right, actually, on the temperature, so that'll be okay. This is a new customer of ours going over to New York. I'm not over, you know, it wouldn't be my first choice to run to New York this time of year, that is for sure. I don't like East Coast, so I've made it pretty obvious before to everybody, but it's good mileage and it's good money. It's like 3,000 miles one way. So here we are loading this. Let's go. My Mainty loads me up in the back of there. 26 pallets, 22, it's about 5 ton under my gross weight, so you know we're going to be pretty good on that. So look, truck's pretty clean, not too bad. I ain't bothered washing it or polishing it or anything like that. Not this time of year, it's just a waste of time, it really is. But there you go, let's have a look at what we've got. We've got straight away across, the sat-nav's actually tripping here. I won't be going that way. That's, can't afford the tolls, can't miss the tolls because you can't miss the toll because you're going over to New York. Which this is takes me through by the Bronx and all that shit, so you'll like all that malarkey, won't you? I've never been this far in. I'm into Long Island, over onto Long Island. So this, you know, I am quite excited about this trip. This is, I won't be going North Dakota. It's routing me North Dakota. I'll be going South Dakota. It's smoking something in it. And then we'll drop down when we get to Chicago. Iowa. Got to go have a little bit of high-rated truck stop, haven't we? You know the score. Sorry, I've got to move that because somebody doesn't like that. And then this is all toll up here. This is an expensive shitty toll, is that one. So we won't be doing that. We'll be dropping further down Pittsburgh and coming back up New Jersey and then dropping in. This is, that's the way it's going there. I suppose.
Say a command.
Bugger off. Oh, where have you gone? There you go. Yeah, I spoke to the old man at work, John, and he told me which way to go because he knows everywhere. He gets his old map out and he's a real map man and gets it all out and he knows exact places and stuff like that. You're not going over the top of New York there. That's just silliness. It's that I'll be going down the bottom end. So it is 3,000 miles. It is late on. I didn't get my trailer back from Canada until just now actually and come straight up here. So it's lunchtime now and I'm just getting loaded, which I would have liked to have set off a little bit earlier, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? So I've got to push it a bit. It's 600 mile days. Hopefully, looking at the weather, let's see what we've got. I'm right up here, aren't I, by the Canadian border. I've got to go some and get over all my major mountain passes this morning. As long as I get over, what have I got? I've got Snoqualmie, the one I can't pronounce, is going to be all right apparently today, so that's not a problem. Get over Snoqualmie and get over 4th of July into Montana. If I get over those ones into Montana, then it's pretty good for today. I think I'm not going to be too bad then. Temperatures are going to be dropping down the -15s and colder and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just going to be cold. But as you can see, oh man, that doesn't look very good. Richard might be wrong, you know. Richard tells me this one coming in. This, just looking at it now, it's just coming up a little bit better, but bollocks, look at that. That doesn't look like Richard told me it wasn't going to be, but he said it's coming in like midnight tonight, 2 o'clock. It's going to start snowing over the mountains. So as long as I get over those, clear over these ones here into Montana, yeah, that's where it is. It's only a little bit, it's mixed with rain, so it'll only be sleet at the moment. So gotta push hard today, get over those, and then it's going to make life a lot easier. I want to be over at Iowa for into Iowa for what day is it? It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get into Iowa for Sunday. I'll be just short of Iowa 80 if the weather's all good. I might get into Sturgis for tomorrow night if I have a good go today. We'll see where we're at. That would be good. And then and then it makes life a lot easier. It really does. Hopefully my friend Paul, who I speak about quite a lot, who used to work with us, he's over there at the moment heading to New York, so I'm chasing after him. He's right in the thick of it in Pennsylvania, and that it is like a shit show, man. It's like an ice skating ring. They've had some really bad accidents. It's been pretty shit. The I-80 is a bad road anyway at the best of times, and the wind chill factor comes through there so bad, it is unbelievable. You know, you'll be dropping -25s and shit like that, but it is what it is. They want their food additives, the New Yorkans. Not like body parts, is it, like I mentioned before, or something accomplished. But so hopefully it'll be plain sailing, but I think it's going to be pretty dodgy. I don't mind the run right across to Morris to Chicago and things like that. I quite like that bit, but after there it's just mainly the parking and things like that. It gets very busy and stuff, but like I say, it'll be what it'll be, and it pays well. I'm going to nip down and see the wife before we set off, have a little bit of lunch with her or something, and see where we go from there. Catch you all later. Morning, you all. Here I am in Silver Dollar. Managed to make it over the mountain passes last night. I was pretty tired when I pulled in here, but like I've mentioned before, you've got to push on. That first day is very important, especially I've only got 5 days to do this, and with the weather like it is, in summer it'd have been fine, but because I loaded late as well, you have to get that first day in, otherwise you're going to fuck yourself for the rest of the trip. You really are. You're going to be struggling all the time. So I had to get 500 mile in basically, which I did. We're just short of 500 mile. And got myself over the mountain pass. My main gripe was to get over that mountain pass. If I hadn't got over that mountain pass, it started snowing at 2 o'clock this morning over there. That's only like 30 mile up there, if that is the pass. It's not that far, and they're already I don't know if they're slinging chains. I didn't check, but I just had a look on the weather and it wasn't looking good up there at the moment. So we're just having a little wander about and stuff, but as you can see, it is coming down now. Obviously it elevates quite a bit when you get up there as well, so it will be pretty shitty up there. We'll have a look on the map in a minute. But as you can see, we're really good that we got over. Otherwise it'd have cost me so much time and further back. It was tempting, you know, to stop up there and just before and think, fucking I'm tired, you know. But I stopped, had a cup of tea, Yorkshire tea did it, and we ploughed on and got through and got down to here. Now I've only got 2,500 miles to do, so you know, it's a lot easier, isn't it, and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a quick kicky boot and thing of the truck and what have you. Have a look. Nice sounding snow, this. I like that snow. Proper snow, rather than your slushy shit. See if my quality tyres will get me off here. Should do. I'm on a dry bit. We give it an odd wind out. It's a nice little spot. I always spot, and they've got a nice restaurant and everything in there, and they've got an array of knives and all that shit and stuff if you want that. So it's all good in there. Got some trinkets and blankets and all your other malarkey. Oh, and a pub as well. A pub. I've done it before, the Silver Dollar one about that. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what we've got here. This is where I am, right in there, right in the thick of it. So I aren't too bothered. Obviously I've still got to go. I'm right in the middle basically. There's the mountain pass up there, and I've got to drive through all this. But that's going to be flat there. It isn't that many hills and stuff like that, so not until I get a bit further on into the Rockies and stuff like that. So hopefully get a bit further on, there isn't any snow. The Rockies will be dry. I'll sweep over there without having to chain up. So that's the general thing. As you can see here, I've just put in my map to show going back to Cedar Woolley, go back home. Just for, it shows me the route. So this is the mountain pass. This is me just coming out. That's by the scale a bit further on, and you can see it's all yellow at the moment. Not looking good at all over the pass or anything. It'll soon get super nasty over there. So I've got a clear run now. I'm coming down here, South Dakota. Once I get away from this bit, I should be all right. Hopefully, if that stays down there, that'll be drifting up into Chicago and probably fuck me up in Chicago day after tomorrow. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We've got fresh coffee on the go. We have coffee in the morning, not tea. Bye-bye. So I had a bit of a scary biscuits moment just then. Come up over the brow of the hill. It's always been, like I said, temperatures have been down at -4, -5, which was great. Then all of a sudden it started warming up to -1 and things like that. I thought, shit, but the road's been like this, both lanes and stuff. It's been happy days, lighting it up. Come over the brow of the hill. The car a bit further back decided it didn't want to go over the hill fast, so put the brakes on. I whipped out to go around it, and all of a sudden my outside lane is shut down white over. So like I said, it is a bit nippy moment, is that. So you sat on the ice out there, and then you happen to look down at your temperature gauge, and you suddenly notice, bang, within a mile it's dropped to -11. -11 within a mile. I'm like, fuck, I'm sat on the ice here. Shit. Ours is going like 5p, 50p, 5p, 50p kind of thing. You know, it was a bit scary biscuits, because that's going to be just ice straight out there now. So we don't really want to be playing on there. Managed to bite the bullet and just get through there and get past. But it was a bit of a worry, was that. Shows how the temperatures can change so goddamn quickly out here. That's unbelievable, from -1 to -11, not even in a mile, within a half a mile. It's fucking crazy. I've never seen it dip like that. I was just thinking to myself, oh, -5, that's good, don't get warmer again, and then we won't get any snow, happy days. And then shit, the thing does that on me. It drops silly low, -12 now. I was looking at the sky and thinking, oh, it might, once I lose the light, which is 4 o'clock now, 5 o'clock here, because of my time zone, which is only going to be half an hour, I was thinking, with the clouds up there, I'm going to be, it's not going to drop too cold kind of thing. Well, how bloody wrong. That's what I was worried about. You want it nice and cold, then it ain't going to snow. You've got this little flurrying about and shit, but you aren't going to, it ain't going to dump loads of snow, it's too cold. Oh. -12, eh? Yes, I know they get it a lot colder in Canada and other places. But that's still cold for me. There's a guy coming past me on the outside. But he might have studded tyres on there. I don't know what tyres he's running or anything like that, so he'd be right. As long as he doesn't start doing any little dancing in the outside lane, he'd be okay. When you see large bolts coming up on you like this, just be prepared, because you know you're going to get a whiteout any minute when Mr. Speed Racer comes past you. So when you overtake some car, it's not too bad, but when you overtake a car, just remember that if you're in the outside lane before you start pulling back in, that's going to be 20 times worse. You're sat lower down in a car, it's not going to be happy days for the car driver. Just ease off and let them get on with it. I was doing 60 anyway. I'm just at top side of Yellowstone now, and it gets very windy across here. What's it called? Living something or other, Livingston or whatever, I forget the name of it now. Sometimes you have to do a detour and go by the old truck stop and come back on again. I've only done it once, but I'm usually heavy, aren't I, coming across here because of high winds and stuff. It does get its fair bit. But Yellowstone is high up. Remember, it's built on a volcano. I think majority of Yellowstone is actually shut down in the in winter months. I think they close majority of the park due to not the. It's easier to do that like that rather than going in and trying saving people who get stuck and stranded. It just showed you, just as I was coming into Yellowstone there, the temperatures changed like that. Boom. Imagine if you're on a hike. 1 minute you're all happy days at -1, next minute, boom, -12. Within half a mile of walking. Incredible. As long as where am I at? Not even in a storm or anything. There is one a little bit further up, but I think I'm going to duck down and miss that. This isn't very enjoyable, is it? Speed Racer's not making it any better either with his flapping shit all over. Enough of the moaning, proceed! And as you can see, we have lost the road. Lost the tarmacy bit anyway. This is what it's been like for, I don't know, 50 mile. I had the tarmac before and I was on the road, it wasn't too bad. There's little bits and that. But now we've, this goes up a little bit though, so I'm thinking when I drop down the other side, it should be like that bit in the outside. We should get a bit of tarmac back. This is in Montana. They aren't going to salt this, they aren't going to grit it. They'll put gravel down here and there in places where you need to grip and stuff. But they won't put any salt on this. There's no point in thinking I'll park up, have a go tomorrow, and why are we stopping? Why do we want to stop? Something to see out here? Why are you pressing your brakes? Want to make a snowman? No, come on. That's Speed Racer who came past me earlier. He got past and then decided he wasn't liking going so fast, so now he's jumping on and off his brakes all the time, which is a bit nervy. Luckily this bit's pretty flat, so we're keeping going. The Matrix, he got his chains on. The Matrix sign was out saying there's an accident at, what marker was it? It was 220 something or other. So I've got about 60 mile and I've got to start looking out to see where this this accident is. Just remember the marker. Obviously GPS, all modern technology has the mile markers and everything like that on it. What's he doing up there? Is he putting his chains on? No, I ain't putting my chains on this shit. We ain't chaining up there. Yeah, I don't think, oh, we'll park up and we'll have a go tomorrow, the cavalry will be out. It won't. It'll be like this tomorrow, it'll be like this the day after. They'll scrape the top layer, but you're going to be left with this all the time. You know, it's down at -13. That is solid, slap down ice into there. That ain't gonna lift up at all. So what you see is what you get. So, you know, make good of a bad situation. I am pulling forward, I'm doing 50 mile an hour. If matey gets on my way, we're doing 60. But for some reason he's decided he didn't like doing 60 anymore. I always think 50, 60, if you are going to slide off the road with big open spaces like this, as long as you don't come to a total standstill, you shouldn't really, shouldn't kill yourself. Well, hopefully. That's my theory. You know, I don't want to go off the road, I'd rather stay on the road, but you've got to press on as well. You've got to go on some momentum, you know what I mean? You can't tiptoe along at fucking 20 mile an hour. You're not going to get anywhere. I don't know why we're going so slow now. It's beyond me. The road's got better and he's slowed down. Obviously I ain't going to go past him, so we're all stuck at the same speed as Buddy in front of me is, because we seem to be in both lanes. You know, you got to have a bit of is the word empathy or whatever. You've got to sympathy, whatever. Well, not sympathy. You don't know how long the kid you've been driving in front. I'm terrible on the snow. I fucking hate it. Seriously, I'll be first to admit it. You know, I ain't gonna go balls to the wall and go flat out. You don't know who the guy girl is up there, how much experience they've had on the snow or anything like this. They might be absolutely papping themselves. You know, it can be a scary thing, especially if you get a little bit of a slide. It makes your palms go all sweaty, all funny. Getting all rough again like it was in Texas. That's what you need. Go on, son. Skidoo. Still not having a go on one of those. Maybe it's not looking too good in front of it. And not even in the storm. This is just it blowing about and wisping about. Is this? The next snowstorm is at my turn off about 90 mile or something like that. Just as it'll be pitch black, I'll hit the storm. Boomba! Westbound, what's it like eastbound?
Yeah, when you see it, when you get all the way over there, you'll tell me it's speeding at 426.
Cheers for that, bud. I'm losing you. You got about 50 mile of all on the white shit, and then once you get off of that, it's nothing you can't handle. It's not too bad. Great, all the way over to Billings. That is 100 miles or so. Happy days. God, I don't know how you guys go up to Canada and places like, what is wrong with you? I hope when I get this off in New York, he gets me a Florida or something. I want to kick back around that pool. Could be worse, could be Mountain Pass, could be slinging. Come on, mate. This is something you might want to bear in mind if you're on shit like this. I am busting for a piss, but I had to go past the last rest area because I knew it was a shit entrance to get back up onto it on the on-ramp again at the other side. So, you know, just choose where you're going to stop or not. Because if you end up going in somewhere and having to sling change, you'll have wished you'd pissed yourself rather than fucking about just to get out of a thing. It's pretty grippy actually. But that's just, you know, one thing to bear in mind. Don't fucking just pull off and think, yeah, I'll do that one if it's going to jeopardise you getting back on the road again. This looks pretty, doesn't it? Fucking weather. Come on, bugger lugs, ain't that slow, is it? Jesus Christ, man. Is that just bad parking? I'm here. That's me. If you are rushing for time, as you can see, I am on this trip. We've got full lights on, yeah. Get your coffee machine, get your coffee. If you need to stop for a piss, make it into a coffee stop or your cup of tea stop or you know, like that. Grab something to eat and then you can push on. You save yourself a lot of time then, because that's mainly the thing when you're pulling in and out of stopping, where you're going to lose quite a lot of time. So if you need a piss, get your coffee machine on, get that started, or your cup of tea on the go, have something to eat, and then set off again. I've only got 5.5 hours left, so I can do that in one punch without having to stop again. So like I say, it's a good technique I've found that to get that incorporated with your stop. And of course it's like -13. Make sure you get fully wrapped up. I've only got to walk just over yonder. It's not far, but it's far enough, you know, to get cold. I want to clean my lights off as well and shit like that. It's probably got some snow all up the back of the lights. So make sure you get fully prepared before you jump out. It's not England at -5, 6. It's -13. There's a big difference. It's not -40. I know. Don't give me the shit about the Canada and Alaska. It's what it is. It's -13. It's fucking cold. Okay. Good guys and girls. Looks like we've got the road shut down. Bollocks. What are we all hanging around at? What are we thinking? What are we discussing? Are we gonna go pick some up? Are we gonna dig it out? Got a snow slough. Snow slough? What's a snow slough? Snow plough broke down up yonder, so that's snow plough out. Oh fuck, we have got the road shut. Bollocks. Are they gonna give us a diversion? Man. that's nice that the that looks left. Oh fuck, what's that gonna be like, man? Shit. Everybody out there, give me a 13 on this diversion round the accident. Shit. Well, looking at this, it's the main road to my left and follow that round, but it's like -14. Snowing, it shouldn't be snowing. I just dare take that back road. Dare I? Fuck it. Let's do it. Oh, this might not be good. We're about to find out. Whoa, easy, Tiger. What part of me lights and everything didn't you see?
Turn left on 3rd Avenue Northeast, then take the 2nd right.
We might just live to regret this one, guys. This might not be one of Vernon's better moves. We're just about to find out. Oh, fingers crossed. Hammer down. This is about 11-mile detour. Come on, babe. Come on. Be interesting. This is going to be interesting, isn't it? I've got the plough coming at me. Oh man, that blade's pretty wide, isn't it? I can't slow down. Oh, wide out! Where the fuck's the road? Shite. There it is. There we are. Oh, back on the road. Stays like this, I'm going to be alright. Got a little bit of Vernon advice, we Yorkshireman advice. Keep an eye on your GPS. I had a quick glance. I didn't have time to really look at it. Actually, if I'd have had time to park up, I could have looked at my map. I should have done to make sure there was no mountain elevation around this little back road to get back round again. But hell, I just went for it. So I'm hoping I'm only a few miles in. I've still got 8 miles to go. I'm hoping it's going to be all right. It's like I say, we're down at -14 centigrade. Have a quick glance at your GPS. I had a quick glance at it. You can work out the road, and you know, if it was going to be all twisty and windy and shit like that, maybe forget about it or have another look. But oh, there we are. It was two straights basically, one with a little kink, and I've just done the kink. And now we're dead straight all the way back from a little left-hander to get back on the freeway. Where's the fuck's the road now? There we are. This shouldn't be snowing at this temperature. The shit is this? At least visibility's not that bad. It's only, you know, when I've got trucks coming by me or cars coming by me that it's getting a bit scary. Biscuits! Happy days, smashed it, back on the freeway. Oh, that one paid off. My bollocks were in my throat all the way around there. And an advice, there's a car coming up from the right here. There's a stop road at the top of this slip road. I do not want to stop on this slip road. I don't want to stop. I know it's totally illegal, but I'm coming out of here. Sorry, Crimea River. I stopped there and I won't be getting back out, that is for sure. So really slow down, have a really good look and just light it up and get it out of there, because you ain't going to stop. You aren't going to get going again. You're going to block that whole shebang up there. I thought it'd be better than this up here. There's another little entrance to get into the loves here that might cause me a little bit of a problem. We shall see. I knew there'd be trucks abandoned all over the goddamn show in here. Look at it. Everybody's all over there. And they're parked in the car park. Oh, this looks too thick for me to be ploughing about in the restaurant show. Chinese. He's got a good place, doesn't he? Hey, log of lugs, I'm coming through. Big truck, non-grippy tyres. Go on, keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go, that worked, didn't it? Just this little bit here. Come on, babe, let's get round here. Luckily we've got all the road. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeesh, she's up and over. It is a shit show in here, man. Is he stuck trying to get up there? He's stopped. I have got quarter of a tank. Momentum. Remember, momentum is your goal. Is your god at the moment. When you're up there, you need to get that momentum and get it slightly flowing up there. Look at we dogs not liking that weather, is it? Oh, look at it looking out there, thinking, fuck this, Dad, I ain't getting out in that. Yeah, momentum. Momentum is the goal. Minus 14, tropical. I've got, as you can see, I've got, oh fuck, what's going on? I've got just below a quarter of a tank. That's over about 300 mile. 300 mile in there. I aren't going to chance it. I don't know what the rest of the roads are like or anything like that. In summertime, I would just crack on and go to the other side of Sturgis, Rapid City, and there's a gas station there, fuel station. I would fill up there. But not in this shitty weather, I'll tell you. Definitely not, because it's just not worth it. You don't know what it's going to be like on your front door or anything like that. And as you can see, the weather can change so rapidly. It really can. So I'm just going to I'll put some additive in as well. I'll put some additive in the reefer. The reefer's on stop start at the moment. I'll be putting that on continuous. We don't want to be gelling that up and shit. And we'll catch you in a bit. Seriously, I just got in. My hands are really, really hurting. Fuck, that hurts. And I just got a pair of summer gloves on. You think you'll get whipped round and do everything? That is dangerous. That is fucking horrible. My fingers are hurting like mad. Shit, man, that hurts. Fuck. It was cold. I lied. It is shit cold out there. Fucking hell. Man, that is horrible. That is evil. How anybody can work out in that? It's beyond me. Always pull off from the bloody fuel aisle as well, you people who don't pull off out of the fuel aisle. Somebody coming up that hill wants to get into that aisle and get onto a bit of grippy stuff. You know, they don't want you just blocking it up while you go get your ticket. Shit, I just remembered I left the E-log on. Oh, bollocks, bugger. So right, I'm gonna go get me ticket. I thought I'd share that with you in my scary, horrible, cold hands. Some would say living the dream. Present moment, definitely not. There ain't a lot of job satisfaction at the moment. Let's have a look down here and see what's happening. On the snowed up front. Brakes are seized on the trailer. Fucking thing. I didn't, I put the handbrake on last night, didn't I? Schoolboy error on the trailer. It was only down at -13 when I went to sleep, Fahrenheit, centigrade, sorry. So I thought, you know, it wasn't going to be too bad. And then I woke up this morning and it was down at -19 centigrade. As you can see, if you see over there, we've got a load of ice built up. Obviously, when I've come in, what's happened here is brakes have been hot as I've braked to come down into the town. And then as it's cooled down, everything's all melted around it and fucking frozen onto me. Flipping frozen on, sorry, to my brakes and everything like that. So we've got trailer brakes seized right on. Not frozen on, not seized on. Well, I don't know, that one's off. So it must be just the front, typical. It's just the front two that are seized on. So that's a bonus. We've got the back ones are, or that top one isn't. Bottom one is. So I've only got two. So is that like a bonus or what do you think? Oh my god, it's bloody cold. What we got? Oh, where's my lights gone? It was a bit. You know. There they are. Peekaboo. Fucking joys. And it doesn't look as though it's lifting, doesn't this temperature at all, to be fair. So I'm gonna get wrapped up a bit and then see what we can do, because I ain't gonna last long out here if I stay like this. I need to put my big kite on, I think, and start trying to get them things out. Unseized. The airline, as you can see, all's going through the airs. It's not the frozen up in the air, it's just the actual drum onto the pad onto the drum. I was in somebody's driveway. Oops. So let's have a cup of tea and think about this, eh? Cup of tea and see where we can go. She's all snowed up. As we can see, we're a bit of, this is my last mountain pass. I managed just to creep over the top without us spinning up. We're down at -20. Tropical. This is my, I've chained up over this one twice, I think. Twice I've done this one now. Get over this, and then we're, that's a bit rapid, isn't it, there? Well, it's not going that bit. Get over this, yeah, and then I'm going to be, should be alright. It'll be like this hit and miss all the way across to Spearfish, I think, once I get back onto the 90 again. There's one little pull I've got coming out one of the little town further before I get to Spearfish. There's a left-hander at the junction and it's a bit of a pull up there. Hopefully they'll have all that sorted, I think they will, so we should be okay with my super grippy tyres. No grip tyres. Onwards and upwards. It's not looking good. I'm looking at the forecast at the moment. It's looking shitty. It really is. This is Custer's National Forest. There you go. You heard it here. At least we're not chaining up. Rolling, rolling, she's a moving, which is good. Like I said before, she was moving. Anyway, this is a Vernon tip. Here we go, Vernon tip. You can see the scenery rather than me on the Vernon tip. Jumping down into Brodders here. This is where I wanted to get to last night, but obviously I was done by the time I got to where I got to. But that was it. Anyway, yeah, brakes. Getting the brakes off. This is, like I explained, what happens is you come down to the village and it freezes up, and then all the fresh iced water drops on it because it's warm and freezes up overnight. It's not the airlines.
Continue on South Park Avenue.
I don't think airlines will freeze up that much nowadays with the modern stuff with the air dryers inside your engine that take all the condensation out, drain valves and shit like that. So, you know, your airlines freezing up is more of a thing really of the past, I think. I have had it done once and my and my airbags weren't blowing up on the back. But you know, it's not a super regular thing. But the drum's freezing, the pad's freezing to the drum. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before. Your nightly bottle of piss, yes, your fresh bottle of piss will come in handy. Just for a quick fix to either get you off the snow, put in front of your wheels, give you that little bit of grip, or, I'm sorry to say, mechanic, wear some gloves when you change my brake pads next time, and don't bite your nails, hey? There's a little tip. Yes, I did pour my piss on my brakes, but it's done the trick. Managed to get them unfreed, so that's the main, and I'm moving. So that's my main concern, but I feel a little bit bad, but hopefully by the time he changes them, it should have well worn off and everything like that. So there you go. Don't put your brakes on in bad weather. Fucking stupid of me to put them on. Schoolboy errors, should know better. Just coming up on the scale here. I hope the scale ain't open because it's quite a ramp to get in. I don't need to be going off and on. Oh, another little tip. When you're please the scale open. When you're setting off in the morning, this is mainly for the Americans with your E-log, or Canadians or whoever over this side. With your E-log, remember that your E-log will start when your axles are spinning. It'll automatically trip on, like mine did. So I've wasted 3/4 of an hour getting. No, we're alright. We've got a green light. We've got to pass. My E-log tripped on, didn't it? Luckily, I'd already had my 10 hours off just, so I haven't got an infringement or penalty against me or anything like that. But it would be, if you feel yourself stuck like that and you're going to be rocking about and messing about trying to dig yourself out, put it on PC, put it on personal conveyance while you're spinning the wheels and mucking about. You aren't going to lose any of your time then, and it ain't going to start off. You know what I mean? Just put it on personal conveyance until you get yourself out. Which ain't too bad. It just means I aren't going to really have time to grab a shower. Day 2, no shower, stinky bird. But I'll grab one tomorrow. I'll try and park in the truck stop tonight. It's Sunday night, so this should be less busier than they usually are. So hopefully I'll go for that. With you guys, I got to share this with you guys. Here I am, just in a little rest area, just by Sturgis. Rapid City's up that way. And here's Brian. They make a totally different man out in America, eh? They make a totally different man out in America, a truck driver. It is flip-flops weather and t-shirt. It is -17 out here. Brian's got a bit of a leak on his, one of his injectors he's just trying to sort out, but it should keep him going. He's from Washington State, the same as me. He's not far away, Spokane, from the other side there. But hopefully he'll get it going. I'm going to have to get back in the truck because I'm fucking freezing, but not for Brian, he's the man. Eventually I'm off the snow and we are on the flat of South Dakota. South Dakota, keeping it lit. We are pinging it to the speed limit, 80 mile an hour. I've got to keep it lit all the way across here. This is what I was hoping for, to try and reclaim a bit of time back of the day. Yesterday, spent most of the day on the snow. So I can, I need to keep it right on the limit all the way across here. This is 300 plus mile of 80 mile an hour, and then you drop down onto the 29 at Sioux Falls. You do a little bit of 70 or so, 65 through the town, and then you're back up to 80 mile an hour until you hit Iowa. So I can maybe hopefully get a few miles under my belt today. I'll see how I get on. I've got another 7 hours left. See how I get on when I get a bit further on the way. I can claim 2 hours of snow day, or like this morning as well, bad weather day. I can claim an extra 2 hours. I can go over my E-log, my hours, by 2 hours, because of adverse weather. So that could help me out. But the only thing is, it doesn't stop your clock. You put it onto the 2 hours, you still got to have a 10 off by the time you're finished. So, you know, that means I'm working till 3 o'clock tonight. We'll see. Anyway, it does mean that I would be able to make it for the delivery, depending on the weather a little bit further on. Iowa's looking pretty messed up.
at the moment. That'll be tomorrow morning. Hopefully that snow that's down there, they'll have got that sorted, I'm hoping. That's a fair way away yet. I keep an eye on the satellite. If you have to go, so right, the true facts about driving out in America, if you've got to keep it lit and want to earn some money, there's no point in going like a bat out of hell and then stopping and hanging out in the truck stop and shit for hours and hours on end. You know, all well, yeah, take you half an hour or something when you do that, but if you're close on your time and you want to earn the money, as we all know, truck drivers don't get a lot of money. You ain't going to get more money for stood still, that is for sure. The only time I'm getting paid is when this thing is moving. I don't get any extra for bank holidays, Sundays, nothing like that. No night out money, none of that shit. I get paid for the wheels moving. The more miles I do, the more I get paid. So if I want to earn some more money, I just light it up and go a lot faster or do more miles. It's in my incentive. So that's how it works out here. And obviously I am a greedy twat and take Yorkshireman, I'll do the hour, I'll do the miles, I'll get it there. But yeah, so you've got to keep, summer's a different time. You know, I can afford to mess about, I can afford to go to Sturgis, stop there, because I know the weather's not going to be bad and things like that, you know. So you can afford to do a few things, get out, have a look about, and stuff like that. But with the weather in winter, and especially seeing that I did actually load this a little bit too late, later than I'd like to, for a long trip in winter like this. But I do like to complain as well. I'm a complainer, so if I'd have had too much time and the delivery had been, say, Friday, I'd have been on the phone saying, oh, can't we move this? What's this about? It's a truck driver's thing. We have too much time on our hand to think about things to moan about. World over, we like to moan, we're truck drivers, our prerogative. I sit here whiling away my hours thinking, what can I call my boss up and annoy him with? What can I ask him for now? What do I need? I don't really on his boss. And you know what? He ignores the phone to me. I know this for a fact. I know for a fact he totally ignores the phone. And he just turns it over, looks at it, and ignores me. It's got to the spot now, if I do actually need to talk to him, I have to send him a message and say my wheels have fallen off. Can you answer the phone? And that usually gets him there. Well, that's the way it is. Anyway, too high maintenance maybe. So, if you're going to do it, you want to earn the miles, keep it fucking lit, keep it lit, keep it lit. Keep your stops down to a minimum. Try and do 3 hours if you can. You know, anything. Try and do 3 hours each time. Not any less, really. If you can. And then like a 30-minute or something like that. Have a snack, have something to eat, and have a drink, and then carry on for another 3 hours. It breaks the day up. It makes it pretty easy then. You don't get the fatigue setting in and things like that. Keep it down to your 10 hours on a night off. Or in England, your 9 hours off or something like that. You've got to keep it to that minimum. If you're going to use the fuel and go like fucking burn that fuel, it's no good burning the fuel and getting it down to 6.5 to the gallon, 6 to the gallon, and then kicking back and not doing anything. It's just been a fucking waste of time. You've just done a lot of fuel with no fucking reason and got you nowhere basically, with no point at all. So you've got to keep your minimum out to a minimum, your time off to a minimum, 10 hours, ready to get on that road again, get rolling. And that's the way I work it. So, you know, people are asking me coming out here to work, and you can come out to Canada and things like that. You can still get plenty of jobs out there, but don't expect to come out and toss it off and kick back for hours on end. You know, I'm paid by the hour. Jesus, I was the biggest one, big daddy of raping the hours when I worked in England. No, not really, honest, Billy, but that's another story, you know. That's the way it is, because you get paid by the hour, you know. It's just a minimum wage, hourly English wage sort of thing. Some people hang it out, you know. That's the way it works. But over here, it's totally different. You will work. You will fucking work. I tend to probably make it look easy when I look back on some of my videos and things like that. It's not fucking easy. It's flipping easy, sorry. It's not, especially winter. You know, winter can be 3-4 months of the year. A winter can be harsh. If you're going to be running east, if you're running Florida, Georgia, well, forget this bit, you know. You're happy days. You've got a bit of a hurricane coming through now and then to worry about. But apart from that, kick back in the sun. But coming east, especially coast to coast, or if you're up in Canada, coming down the way, you are going to hit bad weather. You will have to sling chains. You might sling chains twice in one day. Not all the time though. 5 times last year, 4 times the year before that, I think. Once this year up to now. You've got to really pay big attention to the weather forecast all the time. And plan out where you're going to stop. Can you afford to stop in there? You know, is it really worth pulling off to that truck stop if the weather's that bad? All of these things, I play at the back of my mind constantly. Can I afford to go into that truck stop? It's a down ramp coming into it. Again, that means it's an up ramp coming out. Can I get out with these super quality tyres without having to slim change? You know, all these things all the time. And then when brakes freeze up, it's funny. You've got to get under there and get them off. You've got to sort it on your own. Don't be ringing fitters, mechanics, and shit like that for some brakes. It's an easy fix. Work it out. If you can't work it out, YouTube it. There's plenty of people out there that are going to walk you through how to get it off. If you do ring a mechanic, it's going to cost the company an arm and a leg just for a call. It's going to $150 before they even get out that truck and pick up to do anything. Then they're going to do exactly the same as what I did. Either hit it with a hammer or piss on it. Maybe not piss on it. Maybe just spray some de-icer on it or something like that. Try and work things out yourself. Usually, like I say, with the internet, it's pretty damn easy now. There's always somebody willing to show you how it works or how to do it. So that's me wee little rant. I'm head down, keeping it lit. Let you have a look at the next little bit of weather we've got. So 100 mile on or so from getting away from rapid sea sturgeon and that. And the weather's taken a turn again. But it's not that bad. It just looks a bit grainy and hazy. The hammer's still down at -16. The road's dry. The outside lane's got a few icy patches on it and stuff like that, but we're not playing out there. And the traffic's not too bad. But it's giving I think there's no more snow coming down. It's mainly just this hazy, shitty looking grey day because of the wind across here, because the badlands. It blows and blows and blows along a lot. You get shitloads of it. I've been coming along here in the summer, no word of a lie, I shit you not. And you'll be minding your own business, no wind and nothing, and all of a sudden, boom! Hits you like the Tango advert, like a great smack. All of a sudden you're like, what the fuck was that? You'll be blown all over the place, just as those the winds just hit you. It really takes you sometimes. You think, what the hell? Wakens you up, that is for sure. So this is the state of play at the moment. Still another 200 mile before we get out the other side and then start heading south. Just drifting about. But I don't mind this, we're liking this, this is better. At least we can crack on and get some miles done. Hey yo! Here I am. So I've got 700 mile in today. So I hadn't done bad. I set off and there was a mess about trying to get the brakes off and shit like that and stuff. It's down at -16 at the moment, so it's pretty toasty, you know, it's not too bad. Let me just get the gloves on. Froze up. This is shit. It's a cold, man. Let's have a look. Here we go. I'm just going to drop some of the additive. Have a check round the truck. The truck's doing well. We are still all very snowed up. Look at that, man. Luckily, I'm running underway anyway. Like I said, 5 tons, so I ain't too bothered about that. Isn't gonna put me over the weight or anything like that. I'm sure on the scale they would take into consideration at the moment, though. So you know, I think it would be an absolute arse of a cop if he was gonna do you for overweight on something like that, you know what I mean? So that'll do. Just give it a little taster. Don't want to get it drunk, do we? Is that what it is? Alcohol or something like that? I don't know. Anti-gel poo. It started snowing as well at -16. You know, my weather people are starting to
disappoint me, to be fair, telling me that it doesn't snow. Stephanie tells me it doesn't snow, and we know Stephanie's always right. It doesn't snow below about -0, minus and stuff like that. But obviously she's wrong, isn't it? -7 shit. So I've just snuck on the end here. I don't think this is an actual parking bit. As you can see, it's only a little parking area. And quite thick down here. I should be right in the morning. So there ain't many. There was one a little bit further up. There is a parking area, but I didn't really want to go and chance that one. I could say I could hold into this one. I've still got half an hour or so on my E-log, but I've done 700 today. It's been a hard day. Been on and off the snow all day and shit like that. Yeah, I was doing off the side of the road. Yeah, that was lucky, wasn't it? There's the curb. Oh heck. Oh well. So yeah, we'll just have a kick round as you do on a night. Make sure it's all toward and everything's still where it's meant to be. I won't be turning it off tonight, and the parking brake is not on. Fuck me, I can't even see where I'm going. What's going on? There is the curb. I thought it was further over. I thought that was the curb. I was lucky, wasn't it? Bah hell, that was lucky. Yeah, I only managed to light it up a bit onto the last bit. For the first bit, when I got off the snow rather, got back onto the 90, managed to light it up in there, and things were going pretty well. Only for about 100 miles or so. And then it come in shitty again. The weather went down, and oh man, it was hit and miss and just drifting across patchy stuff, but I say I've got 700 in, so I'm happy with that. That'll do. I'm still 1,350 or something like that away. So I don't want to be negative, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't think I'm going to do it for 9 o'clock on when is it? 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning, because I've only got 2 days. It's Sunday now. I've only got a couple of days, so can I put the top on that? Yep. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. I'll have a go tomorrow. I won't bother ringing the agent until tomorrow night, because the weather's meant to turn as well across Iowa, so we'll see what it's like first thing in the morning. Well, tomorrow late afternoon when I get stopped, see what I can get in on the day, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to put a film on, have a bit of dinner. Fucking cold. And that'll do me for tonight. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye.